Let's talk about the past of sushi. Sushi is served with fish but not other kinds of meat for three reasons. The first one is the Shinto taboo. Based on this taboo against the consumption of animal flesh, there were several notable imperial decrees against meat eating in Japanese dietary history. In year 675, Emperor Tomu issued a decree prohibiting the eating of cattle, horses, dogs, monkeys, and chickens. The second reason is minimalism. The lack of meat in the Japanese diet created an aversion to oily tastes and minimalized the use of spices in cooking. The third reason is geography. Fish was specifically excluded from the meat taboo. Japan has a natural environment that is conducive to fishing. The exclusion of fish from the meat taboo encouraged the Japanese to exploit marine resources creatively. Moving on to the history of sushi. It started in the 7th century as a way to preserve fish. The mountain people of Southeast Asia invented pickling. The Japanese acquired this same practice that consists of pressing clean fish between rice and salt by a heavy stone for a few weeks, and subsequently using a lighter cover for the packing process until the fish was considered ready to eat. During the process of fermentation, the rice produces a lactic acid, which in turn causes the pickling of the pressed fish. It was customary at the time to only eat the fish and discard the rice. In the Muromachi period, the fermentation process was abandoned and replaced by the vinegarization process. And later in the Asuchi Momoyama period, namenari, or half-made sushi, a type of sushi that was fermented for a much shorter time, was invented. In the middle of the 17th century, a doctor named Masumoto Yashichi came upon the idea of adding vinegar to sushi rice. And in 1820s, Hanaya Yuhi introduced raw fish to sushi rice and began the tradition of serving sushi as an efficient form of snack food, when it is at its freshest in portable sushi stores. The portable sushi stores remained popular in the Second World War and was commonly considered the predecessor of sushi bars and rotating sushi restaurants of today. There are quite a number of differences between past and present sushi. In the past, fermented sushi, with fermented rice wrapping fish to prevent spoiling, was common. The fish can be kept for months, and rice is discarded and only fish is consumed. Also popular is semi-fermented sushi, consisting of partly raw fish wrapped in rice and consumed fresh. However, it cannot be kept as long as fermented sushi. In present days, fast sushi is the most common. Both rice and fish can be consumed at the same time, and rice is not being used for fermentation. Fast sushi can be divided into the following types: nagari sushi, which is often served as raw fish, salmon eggs, cooked shrimp, or sliced egg on rice, and is usually ordered in pairs. Maki sushi, which is also named roll sushi. It is rolled with rice and sheets of seaweed and slide into 6 to 8 bite-sized pieces. Temaki, which is rolled by hand into a cone shape. Temaki usually contains larger pieces of vegetables or smoked salmon.
Japanese cooking is a highly visual cuisine. How do ancient Japanese pay respect to the food? During the Edo period, simply staring at the food was already a way to express appreciation and satisfaction. Also, cooking as a profession is highly regarded in Japan. A good chef equals a talented artist, bringing all wonderful stimulation to the senses of vision, taste, smell, and hearing to people. Moreover, sushi making is considered to be an honorable tradition and an art of national pride in Japan. The red of the fish, which is often referred to tuna fish, and the white of rice symbolize the red and white of the Japanese flag. The Japanese often compare a masterful sushi chef to a samurai warrior. They have the skills and autonomy to pick up their knives and go anywhere they choose. So, every time when you visit a sushi restaurant, have you ever wondered why most of the sushi chefs are male? Historians have discovered that male have dominated the market of professional sushi preparation in ancient Japan because female body temperature is higher and not suitable for handling raw fish. When we talk about the art of sushi, it is a must to mention Ono Jiro, the national pride of Japan. The 89-year-old Jiro has been mastering the skills of making sushi since he was young. He owns the Michelin 3-star restaurant, Sukiyabashi Jiro. Jiro once mentioned, "Making sushi was a lifelong challenge. He is never satisfied with his work and is always aiming for excellence and perfection." When US President Barack Obama visited the restaurant with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe last year, Obama called Jiro's handmade sushi the best sushi I've ever eaten.
Appreciation to sushi is not only limited to the very traditional one in Japan. Together with the distinctive cultures in different countries, a lot of different new products related to sushi were emerged. On birthday cakes are no longer only made of eggs and cream anymore. People are adding sashimi on top of it. Sushi becomes a good way of celebrating for many people. Suddenly want to have a taste of sushi, but too lazy to go downtown for a Japanese restaurant, you may want to try this sushi-flavored potato chips. In Hong Kong, Ming Jenna has been a hit for the last few years. Its Cantonese-style sushi, for example its most popular red bean sushi, jelly and even salty fish sushi, have attracted a lot of teenagers. Its price is reasonable and is well affordable by young adolescents. People have once mentioned that 食個紅豆壽司就係好兄弟 which means if we have eaten red bean sushi together, we will be good brothers. Molecular gastronomy of sushi is the use of food science that brings physical and chemical transformations of ingredients that occur in sushi making. It takes advantages of many technical innovation that aims to bring the fullest of sushi. It is often served in very expensive Western Japanese restaurants. The creativity of human beings are unlimited. We are looking forward to the new types of sushi in the future.